All right, it is July 5th, 2026. This is a pot of petunias, and in the back is Amanda Villa flowering vine, which I had hoped was going to climb this privet, but it's just kind of sitting there. And it's part of my rock collection. And this tree was super tiny when I bought it. I almost considered making it a bonsai. And last year or a year ago was the first it actually looked like a triangle-shaped tree and not just a mistake. That's the first Japanese maple I planted, and it's doing really healthy this year. Ornamental grass, cannot tell you the name, with an evergreen ground cover. Only gets an inch high. And some pansies, a rose that I should probably move because it will not grow there. This is a fragrant plant that I can't resist smelling. It smells like menthol. We got a hugelkultur planting bed. There are logs in there if you can't see them sticking out. And some rock cress, a dwarf mugo pine, the bottom of a ginkgo, and whatever that aromatic plant is that I like. And that's a mum. This is a golden hackcone grass. And this was supposed to be a ground cover pine, and it's reverted to a tree form. It is a Scots pine, and it can get up to 60 feet tall, so I'm going to have to move it. This is an Aldi red bud that dies back to the ground every year. I had 6 total flowers on it this year. It's the first time it ever flowered. The cotoneaster underneath it will not stop growing. Another hackcone grass. You can see some of my mulching techniques. I reuse all the yard waste as mulch. Here's another view of that tree. The speedbalm was, and the hostas were original to the property. I just haven't moved them yet. And another cotoneaster that knows no bounds. This was one of my latest Japanese maples. It had some aphid ant issues, but I was able to get rid of them. And this path here is new because it got too difficult to run a mower through here. That's a matcha spirea, and this is a Luna pink swirl hardy hibiscus. And this is a cedar. The sunlight affects the color on its needles, so it has a mottled appearance, and it changes throughout the winter. It's very seasonal tree to have in the yard. This is a New Dawn redwood. Its needles turn red, rust colored in the fall and fall off. And this is a bargain plant that didn't have a lot of leaves left, but it is growing, so I know it'll come back. This is a Diablo 9 bark that I've been trying to prune into a tree form, but I settled on 5 main stalks, and I think 2 died, so now it's down to 3. But the reason I did it was I wanted to get a look at this bark when it gets some thickness to the trunk. This is a Mugo pine. The others were dwarves. That's a regular. This is an interesting petunia arrangement. It almost made a heart shape. And, oh look, I got this at Home Depot last year. This is the first bloom I got to see. The other one got eaten by worms. And it's supposedly fragrant, but I haven't been able to smell anything from this one, so... And going back inside... There's a pine tree. This is the first one I planted in a bowl made of boulders. And if you look at the trunks, you can see each year they grow longer. Those are all buds, and that's how long they grew each year. And this Matcha spirea, I broke off of the other one and planted it, and it's doing better than the parent. An evergreen ground cover, a second New Dawn redwood, and a Mugo pine. This is a lion's head Japanese maple. It is struggling with verticillum wilt, and it has an unusual leaf structure, very tight. And the first rock I ever split for scale. You can see the drill marks. And this, this shrub started as a stick tied into this planting bed. I was trying to bend a branch, so I put a stick in the ground, tied the branch off, and this guy grew out of that stake. I guess he wasn't dead yet, so I decided he could be a shrub. And this is my third planting bowl, and one of those sickly cedar arborvitae trees that'll surely come back. This is a big maple. This one almost ended up in my mother's yard, but when I called to bring it over, she said she didn't want any more trees. It's bigger than the one I gave her. Oh well. It's doing healthy here. This is a birthday gift hydrangea that was covered in beautiful flowers. It did really well. And a green Japanese maple that gets red, yellow, and orange in the fall. Lace leaf. Got some cilantro flowering for the little insects. A fragrant climbing rose. I think these are sages. And there are some other roses in here. They're not flowering right now. We missed that show. This one is flowering. It's called Pavement. And I've seen it planted in parking lots. And it's in the median at work. We have a boulevard and there's some roses in the middle, and they planted Pavement. It's fragrant and pretty low maintenance. And that's a bee balm I got from Tom. And this unfortunately only has one flower. It's called Rainbow Happy Trails, and the flowers are never the same color. It seems to be struggling to grow. I bought it small. This is supposed to be a fountain. It's a free kitchen counter from Craigslist that I cracked up. And another Japanese maple. This one's doing really well this year. A lilac that I pruned with a power shears, which made it incredibly easy. And all the clippings are going to be mulch. Another maple. The rabbit helped me prune this one this year. I took the fence away and the rabbit thought it tasted good enough. but it's still doing pretty good. It's a lace leaf. And another maple. And these two split into two, which was kind of a happy accident. I don't know if you can see, they're both two trunks. And the pool. And now we come to the rock quarry, where everything is laid where I dropped it after I got it for free on Craigslist. And I should probably do something with it. We got some hay that's supposed to be spread in the pumpkin patch. This tree is doing great. Those scraggly ones up front are going to turn into this. You can see Brandy in the fountain back there. She has no shame. And this is in the sunniest spot in my yard, which they tell you not to do with a Japanese maple, much less a lace leaf. And it's my healthiest tree. No verticillum wilt, and it just won't stop growing. And it's in the middle of the sunniest spot in the yard by a pumpkin patch. None of the seeds I planted came up. So we got more storage here, rock piles, this metal wire fencing, and this is a neat tree that doesn't seem to like it here. Every year it turns brown. And petunias. And some perennials that I bought a few weeks ago and still have not planted. Flowering jasmine, which is planted in its own little pot now. And some more annuals here, some snapdragons. And the petunia. There's Brandy. The third New Dawn redwood. It's the tallest one. And another one of those trees that need a little help, but I got for 90% off. This tree gets some white flowers that looks like a hydrangea. It's a viburnum. And unfortunately, I did not catch this insect issue, but I'm confident that the bush will survive this. It's just holes in the leaves and it doesn't look nice. This is Sumagaki Japanese maple. It means painted nails, because when these leaves come out, they're green with red tips that hang down. And I think this would be happier in part shade, but I'm not going to move it. So, and there's the maple I got at sale at Home Depot for 75 bucks, and it just said Japanese maple, so I don't know what that is. And that's about everything. There's the new power shear, which saves me time, and there's my tribute to post-war Berlin. It's a pile of rubble in my backyard. Hope you enjoyed the tour.